Hello, it is me, Kara. I hope everyone is having a great day, whether you are 5 hours away or a day away. Remember, I love you. Okay, I'm about fed up with people who get online and spout their opinions, and when it backfires on them, then they play the victim. I am tired of it. Yesterday, me and this guy got into it because several months ago, he was talking to another person about Georgia Smith, and it sounds very petty, but the whole issue was he had said that somebody said that Georgia Smith looks like 10 other light-skinned mixed girls in Louisville, that her look is very standard and average. And he was offended by that for some reason because he has a huge crush on Georgia Smith. He's obsessed with her. So when somebody says something that doesn't sound like they are completely standing Georgia Smith, then apparently we're haters or we're jealous. So I was one of the people that said that Georgia Smith, being light-skinned and mixed, she looks like, the average light-skinned mixed girl who's pretty. That's what I was saying, that Georgia Smith looks like any other pretty light-skinned mixed girl. So they took it as, oh, so you're saying that she's not pretty or she's not good enough and you ugly and blah, blah, blah. I said that's your projection. You're projecting, because if you think that I'm ugly because of my hair or because my skin is a little bit browner than Georgia Smith or because I got a wider nose or my lips are bigger, then that's your opinion and that is your ignorance. If you think that, that's fine, but I never said that I thought I looked better than Georgia or that I thought that Georgia was ugly. I simply said that Georgia Smith looks like any other pretty light-skinned mixed girl that I see in Louisville, that I see get gas, that I see get over 10K followers just for being pretty and popular, the type to be the prom queens or the homecoming queens at their schools. When I went to high school, the prom queens are like the skinny mini white girls or the brunettes, and I feel like in a lot of black schools it's typically light-skinned girls who are thick and probably half white. It is what it is with that. So I don't know why he was offended. I guess I hit close to home because I revealed that they were pretty much the bullies that we went to school with, because they definitely would have been the type to bully me. And I know that. They definitely would have bullied me for being ugly or because I had nappy, short, bad relaxers, something like that. They definitely would have been the bullies. If I went to school with them, I guarantee you they would have bullied me, and that's why they are acting the way that they are, because these people are pricks. I need to let you know that they are pricks. You're mad because I'm saying that holding black girls and mixed girls to the standard of every light-skinned mixed girl is problematic, and to say that Georgia Smith beauty is unparalleled, and basically reminding people that in order to be beautiful you have to be light-skinned and mixed with long straight black hair or really fine curly hair. I see that it can be damaging to a lot of young girls who get picked on in schools because, oh, well, you're not a cute, thick, mixed girl. You're not a cute, light-skinned girl. And that was the whole point in that argument, was that they definitely were the type to bully people. They definitely would have been the type to bully the quiet, awkward, dark-skinned girls, or even if they weren't dark-skinned, people like me that were kind of in a corner, didn't talk a lot, were shy, were nerdy, and they would say all the things they felt about black women and girls to us because we really couldn't say anything. We really couldn't defend ourselves, and it could look like, oh, well, we're just picking on them because they're weird or they're nerdy, when you're basically revealing your misogyny or your anti-blackness towards women that really can't stand up for themselves and to kick your ass, because a lot of you guys were the type to need your ass kicked. I'm not for violence, but the way you guys talk about people on Twitter and on social media and saying, well, it's just preference, it's just preference. Nah, you definitely were the type to bully a girl that came up to you and said that she had a crush on you. Or you were the type to tell the one shy girl, oh, such and such likes you, and didn't want to giggle to her face about it. Or, oh, such and such want to ask you out to the dance, or to ask a girl out as a joke and didn't make fun of her. And that happened to me about maybe one time sophomore year. I guess I wasn't dancing the best, and I looked cute though, but there was this light-skinned guy that was like trying to get my number, and I was kind of like, no, I'm not interested. But little did I know, he was trying to make fun of me and trying to say, oh, I don't want her number, you know, she almost gave me her number, ha ha ha, like what a loser, what a dork, what a nerd, nappy-headed type. Basically, that's the impression that I got from these people. So that's why these guys are so hell-bent on defending their preferences, because they are bullies. They were definitely bullies in middle school and in high school and even in college, where they would ask out the lonely dark-skinned girl with 4C hair and then laugh behind her back or laugh to her face and say, ugh, no way, you too dark for me, or ask out like the quiet, socially awkward black girl with like the 4C hair, or you know, that was fully black and, you know, didn't look mixed with anything. And like, well, your stereotype of what mixed looks like, because black people and mixed people can look like anything, but we all know like socially what light skin and mixed and black and dark skin looks like. They were the type to do that. So you can just stop with your preferences, because these rappers like to talk about preferences. Oh, pretty light-skinned girls, you know, YG don't want a black-ass bitch. You are a bully, and that's the main thing. You guys are adult bullies. You guys make your point that you don't like women, and then you want to harass women. You want to make it about black men only, because you definitely don't care about black women. You erase the issues that they go through. You erase the state violence that they face. You erase the colorism that dark-skinned women face. And my whole thing is, yes, they are bigots, yes, they are violent, but these are bullies that never was put in their place. These are bullies that were never told, okay, this isn't okay, this is how you treat people. You know, I was told that when I was young. You know, I said some things that came off as homophobic, but I was told, no, do you even know what you're saying? You're not a bad person, so don't act like a bad person. But a lot of people weren't taught that. But the whole problem was the guy that I got into it with decided to talk shit a couple of days ago, because he was bringing up Georgia Smith again. He's obsessed. And he said, oh yeah, this one girl was mad because Georgia Smith is fine, and then she came back and said I was fine. Which, no, I came back and apologized for calling you ugly and for saying mean things about you, because I didn't think that was okay for me to call you ugly when you're not actually ugly. That's what I said, but I didn't say that I wanted to fuck you and all of that. But the reason why I saw the tweets, because he went viral for saying, oh, you guys have a problem with us calling brown and dark skinned girls ugly, but then you can call brown and dark skinned men medium ugly, which that's bullshit, because a lot of brown and dark skinned girls that I follow were one of the first to call that post out, that was calling Meek Mill and a couple of other brown and dark skinned men medium ugly and calling it colorist. I was also calling that colorist. I saw so many black people that were part of woke Twitter, or what you call it, calling that post out. That person just needed an excuse to sick harassment towards women that he doesn't even consider as attractive as light-skinned girls. And I looked at his Instagram, and he follows a lot of women who actually look like me, who are brown and dark skinned and who clearly look black. And a lot of women were jumping down my throat and saying, oh, you want him, you just mad, and blah blah blah, and no, he ain't this and he ain't that, that's just his preference. And you're not exactly light skinned yourself, and here you are trying to cape for a man that's basically saying that light skinned women and mixed women that are super thick are more attractive than you. Like, are you kidding me? You know, and it's basically like, oh, it's okay to be thick and light skinned, but you can't be thick and brown or thick and dark skinned, because then that's, you know, like, you know, you overweight and all of that. So there is a double standard with that. But I was calling him a hypocrite because one, you've had said that brown and dark skinned girls were not as attractive as light skinned girls, and you've basically talked about how you were obsessed with Georgia Smith, Rihanna, and her is half Filipino, but like she looks like me. So I mean, I guess her is probably like the darkest person that he'll ever find attractive, or he's just full of shit and he's a loser. Like, to me, he's a loser, because he's definitely the type who didn't get a lot of girls in high school, and then likes to act like that he's the big dog now, and he can say that I like light-skinned girls and racially ambiguous thick girls, because the pretty brown and dark-skinned girls didn't want him, and he doesn't like his own skin color, so he wants to feel validated by dating the pretty light-skinned and white girls because they are of social status. So That's very unfortunate. You know, I feel bad, but you can't be a prick about it. You can't use your insecurities against other people. You know, I don't have a problem if you like Georgia Smith, but it's clearly these guys are the type to just express their insecurities towards women who didn't do anything to them and always want to throw them under the bus. Oh, well, you don't have a problem when we call brown and dark skinned women ugly, when brown and dark skinned women are defending you, and you just need an excuse to say, well, I don't give a fuck if we get called ugly, then brown and dark skinned women get called ugly too, and you know, blah 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 blah, and I can call y'all ugly because some of y'all say that we're ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But I'm done talking about this. I am done with this. You know, 10 minutes is long enough. So I want everybody to have a great and blessed day. And, you know, I'm going to send my prayers for my students that are sick, you know, going through a lot. They have the flu. One student of mine had 3 seizures as the whole argument was going on. So obviously I got more things to worry about than some color-struck losers. So have a great day.